Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this amazing session we have today. And we have the birthday boy with us, Praggnanandhaa. Hi, Pragg.
Yeah, hi.
Pragg, you're 15 years old today.
Yeah.
How did you celebrate your birthday?
So yeah, I went to temple in the morning and I had streams with Adibanana and gangs in the evening. So it was fun.
It was a busy day for you. Temple, then Adiban, then gangs, and now this one. Are you fresh? Because what I'm going to do today is going to give you 15 positions on your 15th birthday. And well, some of them are easy, some are medium, some are tough. So,
Yeah, yeah, I'm interested in it and let's see
okay.
how it goes.
Do you feel tensed that, oh, what if I don't get an answer and this is going to be published and a lot of people will watch it? Do you feel tensed about it?
No, not really.
Why?
Just uh, I just want to solve the
You want to
positions.
test yourself. You want to subject yourself to a tough challenge.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
going to be very interesting.
It's going to be interesting. Okay. And Pragg is rated 2600 plus 2602, I think, to be precise. Correct, Pragg?
Uh, I'm not sure because yeah, it's been a long time since
Yeah,
I
it's
checked.
been a long time since you checked the rating list, but somewhere around 2600, and he's 15 years old today. Is his 15th birthday, so it's going to be fun to see how he fares this test. I like to call this talent test earlier, but I think there's no need to test his talent. We are all aware of it. So Pragg, the first position is coming your way, and we have a timer below. So I'm going to start that off to just see how long it takes you to go through these 15 positions.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm hoping that we can do it under an hour, but let's see. Okay, let's begin. And the time has begun, and the first position comes up here. Okay, so this one for you is white to move.
Yeah.
And when you're thinking, please talk about your thought process as well so that
So
we
yeah,
know what's happening.
so now bishop on b2 is attacked. So if you take bishop on d5, queen a2 is mate, and also I saw that d4 is met by queen e2. It's not easy to. I think it's already lost. Or there is some rook d2, but queen d2 I don't see anything there. So, so I think instead of d4, I saw something like queen takes c7. It felt like this. But of course, I don't think so it's correct because king c7, bishop e5, and bishop b2 will come back, and then pawn should go down. Because and also it supports b2, so that's also important. But I don't think he can get to the second rank with the queen.
Mhm.
If queen c6, let's say, but still rook c1 is there, but h7 is sorry, h7 means queen c2, rook c1 is there. So
Prag, 1 second. There is a lot of sound coming. Is the fan on or how is it?
yeah, I think so.
Can you switch it off?
Yeah, I will go 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will pause your stopwatch for that time so that when you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. That's better. Uh, can you come in the frame?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So your time starts again. So yeah, you were saying that first move you want to take on c7.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you
I think it doesn't work because of bishop c7, h7, and bishop e5 back.
okay. So you already saw the defense as well because bishop c7, h7 and bishop e5 and he cannot make a queen.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So this is not the answer. So what do you play?
So now I should think. Uh, I'm thinking rook d2, and then d4. And then so that if queen e2, there is no queen a2 mate. Let's say some bishop c1 or something. And then there is no mate on a2.
Brilliant, brilliant. So rook d2, rook into d2 and d4 is the move. And how do you assess this position? Do you think who's better according to you after this?
I think like in a normal game, white should be better here. Maybe in a blitz game, it's not easy for white.
What move would you play here if you are black in this position? Because I think it's very tricky. But black has maybe one way to just try and keep the balance. Only one move, I think.
Yeah, some rook h2 somewhere, but doesn't work here. Just take queen f1, bishop c1, and then queen moves h7 coming.
Sorry. What?
Like rook h2,
Yeah.
say, just to uh, go to back and queen e2 is threatened. So rook h2, I think we need to take.
Yeah, rook h2 take, bishop takes.
Or queen f1 first.
Queen f1. But then bishop
Bishop c2.
c1, yeah?
Yeah, bishop h2, just queen g6 or something.
Yeah.
Then h7.
Yeah, this is better for white.
So for d4,
Well, it's not like very important because you already solved it. Rook d2 was important move and then playing d4 which kind of does it. But here maybe black can still be accurate.
so white's threat is just that just gonna push the h pawn basically. So we need to do something immediately. Thinking now. Maybe something like no, it doesn't work. Okay, let me think. Something like bishop g3 I was thinking, but
Yeah. Well, it's not so critical, but bishop h2 blocking the rook, and then the h6 pawn starts to get vulnerable. Also, queen e2 is coming in, and maybe the best defense is queen f5, and then you take this, and then queen d5, and then the game goes on. Like for example, queen c6, take, and black is able to hold this in spite of being a pawn down. But bishop h2 was just an additional move that I asked. The main idea here is that white is completely lost if it were not for this move rook d2, and after takes, the main point is that after d4 the queen has to go behind the rook, not in front of the rook, and that's why queen e2, as you rightly pointed out, bishop c1, and white is better here. So white manages to save himself. Okay, you got the first one pretty well. It was a slightly tough one that I began with, but let's go to the second one. I think that's going to be interesting. This is the position. This is black to move. Sorry.
Bishop f1 immediately actually to mind.
Bishop f. let me set the position. You found the move. Fantastic. Well done. Bishop f1 threatening this. And what if I take?
Yeah, queen h2, rook c1 mate.
Queen h2 and rook c1 mate. Nice. That was very speedy and no defense. Yeah, here.
Yeah, it's just
lost. Queen g2 cannot be stopped. Okay, so Pragg is off to a flying start. Second position is in the bag. Third one. Let's see how quickly he is able to get rid of this one. He just glances at the position and he's like, oh, he's found the answer. Yeah, white to move.
First of all, what if rook g7, king g7, rook g1, and then let's say queen g6, and then just bishop h6 is coming.
Yeah, directly, or you can take the queen
Bishop h6 is also
and
there.
bishop h6, and this is just winning. Pragg, the reason why I gave this position was I thought you would get tempted with queen into f8.
Yeah, first I thought queen f8, of course, but then I didn't work.
And then take bishop c5, but there is king e8, yes? Otherwise, this could have worked, but Pragg was very alert. He found rook g7, king g7, rook g1, and now wherever the king goes, queen f8 is a big threat. And so,
I think for king f6, just queen h4 is made, no?
yeah. Queen h4 is very strong, and here
e4. Or, yeah, queen g4.
queen g4 here, and queen g5 mate. Yep. Okay, so that was again very quick. 3 positions done. It is super quick, Pragg. And now let's go to the 4th one. This is going to be another interesting position.
I think it should be black to play. Knight d1.
One second. Let me get the position on the board. Yes, now black to move.
Okay.
Man. Did you?
Knight d1 is there for sure, but I'm just thinking if there is anything better than that. Knight f4, rook e3 is there, so queen a1, queen c1.
Sorry, let's go. So knight d1 is a move. What was the other variation you calculated?
Yeah.
Knight a4.
Knight a4, rook e3 is there.
Rook e3 is there, yes.
Queen a1 means queen c1 is there.
If queen a1, then queen c1. And somehow this bishop is controlling the d1 square, so the rook cannot jump in. Okay.
Yeah. So knight d1 feels like the move.
Knight d1.
Yeah, bishop d1, queen c3 is the idea.
Absolutely. 4 positions. Pragg, this is very easy, yeah?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, very nice. Well, the tough ones will come at some point, so be alert. This next one is the 5th position for you.
This is white to
This
play.
is white to move. What would you play here?
Okay, I think so. He's threading back on me. So it's either rook a8 or rook c7. Rook a8 is to just make a draw. It's just draw. I think queen 8, queen e6, and check. So if white can play with rook c7, no, rook c7, queen c7. So that's the
Yes. Okay, you found it instantly, very quickly. Amazing job. So what do you play here?
So I think rook a8 is the move.
So rook c7 is what Pragg thought for a second, but he realized that queen c7 leads to a loss because there is a back rank mate here, and so he very quickly noticed that there is a back rank mate, and white, he cannot play for a win. He has to play for a draw, and I think that was one of my trick here. How quickly can you assess? Because many times you give white to play, you always think white should win, but here it's a draw. Check, king here, you can give a check, king g8, and you just can't escape the perpetual. Okay, very nice. If here, then check, and here, then check. Okay, so that's 5 positions done. What is the time right now? We have 11 minutes. Pragg has only taken 11 minutes until now, but he will need a lot of time for the second half of this test, so it's good that he's speeding up. Let's go to the next one. This is black to move. This is the game Jones versus Dewball.
I think it's getting tougher.
Not yet. Let's see.
Yeah. So this queen on a6 is, I think, the main thing, This a6 f1 diagonal is bit weak for white.
Why do you feel like you just sense it? Yeah, that rook might
Yeah,
be
there should be something there.
okay.
This feels okay. Okay.
So what are the candidate moves that come to your mind?
Yeah, first of all, I'm just thinking, just trying to do something direct. So like some knight b6. If take knight b2, but it feels slow.
Hmm.
So I like, what is White's gonna do? I mean, maybe he's gonna play like bishop e3 or something. Maybe. Uh,
Yeah, if it was white to move here, he would go bishop e3, I guess. Yeah, you are right. And try to.
Maybe something like d4 is one of the possibilities, just to like restrict everything.
Yes, d4 is a strong move, but you have something stronger.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, now I see. Now I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
It was
Okay, rook
easy. It was,
one.
but I'm playing with Pragg's mind. He doesn't know when the tough ones are going to begin, when it's the easy ones. So yeah, here he thought it's a tough one, but not very tough. What's the move?
Rook e1 and knight b2.
Rook e1, absolutely. If you take with the queen, you just lose the queen. If you take with the knight, what's the move?
Knight b2.
Knight b2, and you attack the queen and also the rook, so you losing the game there. And if bishop e1,
Yeah, knight b2 still.
again same thing, wins. And if rook e1, this time you need to change with
Knight f4, knight b1.
knight f2 and win the queen. Okay, so 6 positions done. And we move to the 7th one. Now this is a tricky one because this comes from a real game. It's between two world champions. Botvinnik
White.
is white and black is Smyslow. It's white to move here. Have you seen this game before, Pragg?
No.
Okay, good. So this
Maybe I would have seen it, but I don't remember
you don't
exactly now.
remember right now. So this is white Botvinnik to play against Smyslow, and we thought maybe one position of some sort of classic should be remembered. White to move.
So I first saw this knight g5. It comes just so naturally. This fg5, but I think just doesn't work because of f2 is hanging.
Ah, very nice.
I
So
realized.
basically, knight, if uh, just a second, yeah. Sorry. 1 second, I made a mistake. Rook c d8 was played, yeah, in this position, and now white to move.
Ah,
Yes.
I was thinking some knight d4 was working with bishop d5, rook e7.
Yeah. But rook c d8 was played in the game, and now it was white's turn. Sorry for that.
Actually, it still does work, I think, or it doesn't.
Okay, you tell me.
Yeah. Uh, so what I was thinking was knight d4 basically, and if queen, let's say somewhere, then knight e6 is there. It's winning queen a2, let's say.
Yeah, knight e6 is just finishing him
That
off. Everything is just very powerful, so he can't take. So he can take on d4 with 3 possible ways.
yeah. I think rook d4 is not so good. I think it just finishes off with rook e8. I think c d4 is also completely winning.
So rook e8 is just over because there's no one who can defend this rook on f8. So it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
mate. Like if you take, I take, king f7, queen f8 mate. So therefore, Pragg says cd4 also is just lost because of
Yeah, because bishop d5.
bishop d5. Okay, now basically two moves. One is to take the bishop, the other is to move the king.
Yeah, if king h8, rook e7. Yeah, knight e7, rook e7. I think the main point, one of the points is that queen d1, queen d5 doesn't come with a pawn on d4.
Ah, yes. Also, you needed to remove the knight somewhere. So,
Yeah.
but putting it on d4 instead of g5 is useful because then the bishop doesn't hang. Yeah. Okay.
So bishop d5, rook d5, then rook e8.
Again, the same point because no one can defend this rook. So that is over. And now, any other?
Knight d4 is there.
Yeah.
And I thought rook e7 was. Oh no, now I see something. Oh, so one second.
What's the problem with rook e7?
I thought rook f7.
Yeah.
Or oh yeah, rook f7, and then if rook f7, knight d no. How do we start? Not sure. Rook f7.
So what?
Ah yeah, rook f7. There is knight e2.
Here, rook e7.
Yeah, rook f7.
Yeah.
Then rook f7, knight e2 check. And then rook e2 means there is rook d1, rook f1, queen d1. I think so it works.
What do I play after rook e2?
Rook d1, bishop f1, rook f1, king f1, queen d1 works. Maybe there it doesn't actually. Rook e1, king.
I'm just getting confused here. Rook d1, bishop
Yeah,
f1.
d1, bishop f1, rook f1.
Yeah, yeah. King here.
f1, queen d1.
Yeah.
If king g2, then bishop c6, and then king h3, queen f1, and then king h4, g5 is. You check. You take e2 with rook with a check, and then take f7.
Okay.
So I thought like rook e1 was the move for queen d1, and then yeah, it's getting. It's not easy. Bishop b5, king g2. Maybe there was something better, much better for some side. Yeah, here maybe queen d5, queen f7 is one of them.
Yeah, I think you are right here. King g2 and then maybe queen d5 check.
Queen
King
f7 is
g1 and okay, white is winning here, but we'll
yeah.
have some technical work to do. So is
Yeah.
there something you can do faster than this entire?
Yeah, I think fine. Thinking somewhere bishop d5, but I'm not sure where. So that's what I need to figure out. Now bishop d5, knight f3, and then king h1 is there. If knight e1, then rook f7, and there is no check. And I don't see anything actually for bishop d5.
Yeah, okay. Bishop d5 is very strong.
Knight e2, and then you take the 7 rook, yeah, or one. Yeah, rook 7 e2.
Yeah, this is important. You take with rook 7 e2. Nice. So bishop d5 is a very powerful move because it pins the rook here, and it also creates some nasty threats with rook e8 coming up if you take on d5. So is there anything wrong with starting with bishop d5 here?
Yeah, this I wanted to check, but I wasn't sure actually. No.
Because if you play say king h8, I want to go rook e7 just simply.
Rook d5,
Yeah,
rook e7.
rook d5, rook e7, and now I'm waiting for rook f7 to play rook e8 check and win.
Yeah, here it works, man. Knight e2.
Yeah, very good. Knight e2. What's the difference?
Yeah, here now rook 7 e2. I think There is what is there?
If rook 7 e2, I attack your queen.
Rook e5, rook e5, no?
Yeah, rook e5, very good. Rook e5, actually many moves win. Rook e5 wins, rook h5 wins,
Yeah.
also rook d1 wins. So very many ways to win. So it's important not to give up your bishop very soon. That's a key point. And so
Also, what if rook 1e2? I think it's rook d1.
yeah, if you mean bishop d5, rook d5, rook e7 here,
e2,
rook 1 e2.
1e2. I think rook d1, bishop c6, and some bishop on f3.
Yeah,
Or
rook
no,
d1, king g2, bishop c6, f3.
f3, bishop f3.
Absolutely. Here, f3, bishop into f3.
If king f3, queen f5, king f2, then queen e2. I think that's least.
King, which?
Yeah, it's lost now. I think bishop f3, king f2.
Yeah, bishop f3, king f2.
No, maybe rook f1 to wins, but I think queen e2 is the simplest one.
This is also winning, yeah?
Yeah, queen e2 is just winning.
And then, yeah, you have two rooks against queen, which is completely winning. Also, I think, just final point, if king f1.
But now rook f7 does work. Then yeah, rook f7 does work.
If king,
because rook 7 e2, then bishop b5.
Yeah, rook f7 and rook into f7, king into f7, queen h2, and king f8. And it's a draw now. Because he can't go on the e file, otherwise rook e2. Like if you go to the e file, then you will lose the game. So better to.
I'm actually. What if king somewhere, let's say h1 or g2?
When?
For knight e2 check.
Yeah, after knight e2, if king h1 now.
Oh yeah. Rook f7, then rook 7 e2.
Yeah, and then again the same concept, yeah. Like you go rook d1, and it's winning.
But yeah, no. Then if I go king g2, like instead of king h1.
Yeah, let's go king g2. What is the problem here?
Yeah. Here.
Rook f7, and now rook 7 e2.
Bishop c6 is one of them, I think.
Sorry.
Bishop c6 is one of the problems.
After rook e2, bishop c6.
Yeah.
Now bishop.
Sorry.
Rook e8 would come. Yeah. So there's one move which kind of gives black a good. I mean, there are all these moves again seem to be interesting, like rook e5, but according to the engine, the right way to hold here is to take, and play bishop c6.
Yeah, there should be some compensation with this bishop on c6. Yeah. It's not easy for white to do.
Yeah, according to the engine, it's equal. But such brilliant calculations, you calculated all the lines. Was it confusing, this position?
No.
No, not really.
So, it's just. Yeah, when I saw rook e7, yeah.
So the right move is knight d4, and if cd4, then we have very quickly a winning position with rook e7.
No, sorry, bishop d5.
Sorry, bishop d5 first. Rook into d5 and rook e7, correct? Sorry, rook e8. Rook e8, not rook e7. Rook e7 means he just takes and rook f7, and then black is fine. So you must begin with rook e8.
Rook e8.
Okay. Yeah, and if knight into d4.
Yeah, then we saw rook e7.
Rook e7 and it's winning. Okay, shall we go to the next one?
Yeah. We are done 7 positions.
We have finished. This is the 8th one, so we are going past the halfway mark now.
I think I've seen this, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
you. This is a well-known one.
I think
It's by Herbstman. Herbstman and composed in 1928.
yeah, I think it starts with B6.
Okay, let's see how quickly you get it. B6,
A
take
A6.
A6, about to queen now.
Ah, yeah, now I get it. King C6. Now I think first I saw bishop takes D6 was very natural, and then but B5, bishop C5, King C7, bishop A7, B4. Sorry, I think yeah, or you can change the move or two. I think no, you can start with B4 too.
Yeah, you can do anything. B4, King
Yeah,
D3,
King D3, King C6, or King C4, B3.
and he must
So for
take,
that,
and King
King
B5,
B5.
and you win the pawn.
Yeah, for this reason, I think you should go bishop E7.
Bishop E7 is important. By the way, just to tell you guys that if, let's say in bishop D6, B5, bishop C7, bishop C5, King C7, if the king gets to this corner, it's a draw because it's a wrong color pawn. So Pragg is trying to stop it. But now, after B4, King D3, the king is coming here to take the pawn. And if the bishop moves away, then again the king goes and tries to come like this. So overall,
Yeah,
it doesn't really work this way. So that's the reason why bishop e7 is the correct move. And how does this line continue?
I think if B5 trying to get King D6, then bishop D8 is coming.
Yeah, bishop d8, and then your king will come in and stop these two pawns.
Yeah, at one point he will be in Zugzwang, and then you will collect
Yeah,
the
let's say
pawns.
d5, king d3, b4, and then you can maybe wait, yeah, something like,
Yeah, King D4 or anything.
and then
Yeah, then
just
D8.
pick up the pawns.
Actually, this reminds me of my game with Chigaev.
Ah, in Vaikanzi.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a draw, I think, and then some mistake had happened and you had lost.
Yeah, that was.
So bishop d8.
Yeah, and then it wins. So I think if King C7, then bishop D6. Now we get with the
And one
tempo.
extra move is all that we
Yeah,
need,
yeah.
because now after king c6,
King D3,
yeah,
uh, B5, bishop C5, King C7, bishop A7, King C6, King C3.
and he is not able to get this square here on b5 to attack this pawn,
Yeah.
and white wins. Fantastic. This was a composition by Herbstman. Well done, Pragg. Very quickly, eighth positions done. Now this one, I'm sure you have not seen it. I know that you like to solve compositions, so this one is for you. It's by Sophie Shet, who is one of the very few female composers who's very good, and it's mate in three here. White to play and mate in three. Sophie Shet is it was, and you know the year in which it was composed.
I think it should be old
Very
one.
old, 1880. It's 140
Oh,
years ago.
18. Yeah.
Pragg likes to solve these mate in threes and all of that. This one is not
Yeah.
very difficult, so I decided to add it here. Otherwise, sometimes to solve mate in three takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's actually very difficult comparing to made into. I think. Made into also it's very difficult
Yeah,
sometimes these
yeah.
compositions.
But how do you think in such positions, Pragg? Mate in three. What do you think?
So I think black is gonna do E4 or King E4. If I made for one thing, then it should be mostly correct. I will just first try to refute anything. Like
So
should be like something like rook F8 and then E4 some bishop F6. So these are one of the themes I think.
rook f8,
I mean of course
e4,
some
bishop f6, and then give some f file and then give a discovered check, something like that.
yeah
Okay.
but I think it doesn't work
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
But
But it's good to know how
okay.
you're thinking here.
Yes. There should be some point of pawn in c4 and
Yeah,
c5.
yeah.
There is, I think, some mate. So
These natural moves like bishop into e5 don't come to your mind, yeah, because they are
no, it doesn't
they are
usually.
never usually the way in which positions are composed.
They give more squares to the black king
Hmm.
here. I mean, I think with this pawn on c4 and c5, I think one of the things that is works is, let's say rook b7 or rook a7, and if king e4, rook b3, but okay, it doesn't work actually. Yeah, rook b3, king d4, rook f4 mate, but it doesn't work here.
Why not?
Because rook b7 or rook a7, it goes king d3 and then run.
Rook. So here king d3, and then he starts to run.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you found a very interesting mating sequence, yeah, like here rook b7. So does this give you an idea like that something could happen?
Yeah, I think, yeah, that it's something like that.
Okay.
Huh? Maybe it's bishop e5.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Just gives more
yeah.
squares. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is taking some
Yeah, of
time.
course, this will take some time, but this is a tricky one. I think one of the tricky positions that I had put in. But you found the pattern, Pragg. The pattern you only have to execute it well. That's the mating
Yeah.
pattern.
So, now I get it. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. What's the move?
Yeah. Rook b1 and but wait, one second.
And now Pragg is thinking what to e4. He found the refutation to king e4, but he thought, oh, what to do to king to. Okay,
Yeah.
first tell me what to king e4.
No, I found it. E4 means rook c1, king e4 means king d2.
Absolutely right. If e4, then rook c1, king d3 only move, and now rook c3 mate. Can you mute your Skype?
Yeah, that's what it's just
Okay,
popping.
and I'll till that time I'll show the viewers how king e4, king d2,
Right.
king d4, and this is the point of it all. Rook f4 is a checkmate. Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
Amazed. I'm amazed with the speed. You got it under like 3-4 minutes, that one. And by the way, the next one is very, very tricky because it's
Black to play
this
or?
one is black to play. It's given by a young boy named Shiv Shom. Do you know him?
Yeah, I've heard of.
He is a young boy from Mumbai and talent, and he had sent me this position once, saying that this is a study by him. So this is black to play. How should black save himself here? It seems like black is losing. Bishop a6 check is coming.
So yeah, if it's a study, it should be like queen f1. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm thinking bishop b5 is there, and then there should be something there. So
This is talent overload, yeah. This is talent overload. He's just cracking things.
I think I get it, but not sure. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, queen f1, b5, queen d3.
Brilliant, brilliant, Pragg. Too quick, too quick. Why queen d3? Why not queen, say, e2?
King b6 is coming. Queen d3, king b6, queen takes d4.
So basically queen d3 is important because after king b6, when you want to give a check now, there is queen d4 check, and after cd4 it's a stalemate.
Yeah.
And queen f1 is the only move. Queen a1 doesn't work because of king b6, yes, and bishop a6 cannot be stopped. And so queen f1, bishop b5. The point is that next move I'm going king b6 and bishop a6, but queen d3 saves the day. Very nice. What if c4?
Actually, I didn't see that one. Yeah, queen a3 is there. First.
Yeah, absolutely. Queen a3, king b6.
Yeah, queen takes b4.
Queen takes b4 is also okay, but
B-
I think you have a stronger move. Actually,
yeah,
queen
dc4.
takes b4, c5 is a draw. But here d takes c4 wins actually.
Yeah, bishop a queen a6.
Takes,
From
and c3. So how did you like this study? Very
yeah, it was
nice.
very nice.
Very
This
nicely done. Shiv, good job.
First,
Sorry?
I thought it was some zugzwang, this queen e2 and then queen d3 we need to
Yeah.
play. But yes, just queen
Yeah,
d3.
yeah. It was more tactical in nature, not a positional study. Okay. Now we come to a tricky one.
I think I knew this, but still don't
Yeah,
remember
there are
the.
some I have kept which you would know because it's by famous composers. This is Votava from 1944. You must have heard of Votava, a composer.
Yeah, studies of him, I think.
And this one is White to Move. And if you look closely, White is in trouble because this pawn is queening.
Yeah, I think.
And if bishop tries to stop it, like say bishop c7, a3, bishop a5, a2, you don't have the c3 square because the pawn is controlling. So everything is not working in white's favor. But Votava was a genius.
Yes.
He would combine everything very well. What do you do?
Yeah, d3, a3 is.
d3, a3 is.
I knew this one. I mean, I knew this thing, but I don't remember the move order. So
Okay, first of all, king e6.
King g6
King
and
g6,
f4,
fa2, f4, pawn queens a2, sorry, f5 mate. So he must take with the pawn, and now
then
bishop e5, double exclamation move. Now you can't play a2 because bishop d4 and the bishop stops it. So therefore you must take. And now king g5, a2 and f4 mate. Brilliant, Pragg. You are very quick. And I don't think you missed any lines here. d3 is very important to begin with because if you begin with e6, then after d6,
d3, e5 or king f.
d3,
E5,
e5 is winning. And if here instead of that bishop e5 then takes king g5, then d3 is there. So that doesn't work. Okay, well done.
Yeah, I knew this.
Yes, you knew it. Okay, 11 are done. Pragg, ready for the last 4. We are moving into the tough phase of this. This one. You know this? You know this?
Yeah.
How come you know this? You know this study I thought no one will know because I have not even been able to find who the composer is of this study.
No, this is I think the Sandipan.
Sandipan.
I think.
Okay.
I think so. Because in that stream
this is shown by Surya in his stream. Yeah. Oh, this is composed by Sandipan. Oh, yeah. That's why it's not there in the database. But it's such a brilliant study, yeah?
So, it's amazing. This bishop d1.
Exactly. Let's just quickly show. And I have another extra position for you. So we will have like, you...
I think you need 2 more positions too. This one I knew.
Okay, I didn't prepare so much. But okay. Knight c8, rook c8. By the way, you know who gave me this position? It's my friend Shailesh Nerlikar, who is now no more. He was 100% physically disabled, but He was an amazing player, and he had given me this study, and he had said maybe his friend Arindam Mukherjee had given him, and maybe Arindam Mukherjee had given him from Sandipan, or Surya had given him, I don't know, but it's brilliant. So
Yeah.
king a6
Yeah.
here, king b5,
Take C2, take bishop C2, A2, and bishop
bishop
D1.
d1, very important move, because after queen the right move is bishop h5. The bishop is going to sit here, and the pawn is just going to waltz home, and even if you attack this pawn, there is check, king here, and h5, and then the bishop sits here, and h6, etc.
Very nice one.
Would you when Surya showed it, were you able to solve it?
I think so. I figured out this idea, but I think I was already late to the show. I mean, I was not there, but I was watching it.
Okay, another well-known study, maybe you already know it, this one.
I think I solved this. When I was
This
very
is
young.
solved by you when you were very young. This is by Votava again, but this was in 1937 that he composed it. It's white to move here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's rook E6.
Rook e3.
I mean,
Why
rook
not
E3,
rook
B2,
e5?
bishop F5, G. I actually, I mean, I kind of remembered something, but I'm not
Okay,
sure.
let's first see your answer. Rook
B2,
e3.
B2, no? Rook E3, B2, bishop F5, G5, rook B5, rook B5, rook E6.
You know, the reason why this entire thing is very easy for Pragg is that he has solved so much, and also he's so quick. So this combination is very difficult to beat. Either he is very quick, and this is g6.
I think you need to take 3 more positions.
g7, king here, g8, queen, king here, and queen g7 mate. This is brilliant actually. If you see, I mean, if someone has not solved it, it's so brilliant.
Yeah, it's very
Because
difficult.
this rook first stops this pawn, then the bishop comes in and tries to stop the b pawn with bishop f5, and then
If I had to know this one, it would have taken like 10-15 minutes for sure.
absolutely,
Because you were thinking like king f7, rook a8, some mate is coming, and that's
yeah, like I think one of the major alternatives is rook e5, b2, then rook e8, and you're trying to make this work with king f7, but it doesn't work somehow after queen.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully now the next one you have not solved. Is this, have you solved this? Oh my god.
So.
This is, guys, this is the secret of Pragg. He has solved everything that is available. This is by Kubel and Herbstman.
This is like the stalemate. I'm not sure.
Okay, I want you to calculate well, because this is not simple. This is white to move and draw, and you see the black pawn is about to queen.
So it's knight g1.
Okay, let's see. Knight g1. Then how should
then knight f4.
Knight.
E1 queen, knight
Yeah,
f3.
if e1 queen, this is a draw. Yeah, because
yeah.
no, just to clarify, this two knights can never win against a king. So what should?
I think there is knight e3 and knight f4.
Two moves. Okay, so which one should we begin with?
I think knight f4 is the easier
knight
one,
f4.
should say.
Yeah.
H1. Yeah, e1 knight f3 is important.
Sorry, e1 knight queen means knight f3. You already know that this is losing. But if you make a knight, there is knight f3 takes, and what? It's a stalemate. Oh, nice one. Okay, nice, brilliant. So
knight g3,
yeah, king h1, knight g3,
and king h2.
King h2, and now you are also attacking the knight. You are attacking the pawn, so it's a draw.
So I think this Need to go for knight e3 check.
Okay,
That's
knight e3.
important.
Where does
King f2 doesn't work. King h1 doesn't work. So king
king
h3 or
f2
king
doesn't
h2?
work because e1 queen comes with a check. King h2, why doesn't it work?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. King h2. Knight g4. And then... Oh, I see. I mean, what am I saying? E1 knight.
E1 knight. Okay.
Yeah, so king h3.
By the way, this e1 knight, 3 knights versus 1 knight is winning for 3 knights, yes?
I think so. Always this series is not like,
Yeah.
famous for.
Actually, it's sorry, which is famous?
I mean, otherwise it wouldn't be a famous one because, I mean, just
Yeah.
everything
Correct.
draws.
Yeah, I
At
think
night.
3 knights versus 1 knight is a draw. So king h1. Sorry, is
Just
a
draw
win. Is a win for
or
three
win.
knights. So king h1. What's the problem? You just queen, and the knight is
Yeah,
pinned.
so king h3.
So only move is king
Yeah.
h3. Okay.
If e1 knight, knight
e1
f3 check.
knight f3
Knight f3 check.
check is game over because it's again a
Yeah.
stalemate.
So king h3, I think knight f4 is the only check.
It's very nice how these knights are controlling all the squares.
Yeah.
So king h3,
Knight
f4.
f4
Okay.
is so king h2 is the only move.
Because king h4 means
now
queen with a check. Yeah.
Yeah. Now e1 knights means knight f3 and king g3, I think.
e1 knight.
Knight f3 and king g3 works. Right?
And then you are attacking both these knights. And you cannot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if king h2, knight g4, king h1, and if knight, then again knight.
If knight, if queen, then it's a stalemate, and if knight, then knight f3, and it's also a stalemate with.
So he needs to go knight f2 check.
Okay, so he must go knight f2.
Yeah, king h2.
h2. Okay.
Then e1 knights, knight f3, knight f2, king g3. Yeah.
This is amazing. Yeah, you are attacking in one move 3 knights, and
then
he defends all 3 knights, and it's a stalemate because these knights control all the squares. Wow, what a position.
Yeah, very nice.
Brilliant. Yeah, this guy, Kubel and Herbst man composed this one. Brilliant stuff. Loved it. I'm even scared to open the next position because I know that Pragg may have seen it. But let's just hope that this one he has seen.
I've seen this for sure, but I
has-
don't remember the solution. This one I don't really remember anything.
Okay. This is Agapov has composed it, and this is in 1981. I love this position. It's white to play and win, but it's very tricky. Very tricky.
Yeah, it's very tricky. So what if bishop a6? That's
the first question is what if bishop a6? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
King
trying
h4.
to come in here. Yeah.
c7. Okay, how does it? How did it do? King g3, c8 queen. And this is a draw. Ah, okay. King
Just
f4,
wait because he cannot push his pawns, and I mean he could push till g4. That might be the only push, and then black will just keep moving his king back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and white can't do anything because his king is tied to these two pawns.
Yeah.
So the straightforward method of pushing the pawn doesn't give you the desired result.
But still, I think you can try that bishop a6, king h4, c7, king g3, and then maybe not queen and try to get the bishop somewhere to g4 at h3.
Yeah, but how? Also,
that's
now
not
actually
easy.
I'm threatening to take the pawn. Right?
Yeah. Wait. Where was the bishop at the first moment? Oh, now I could go directly c7. What? Why am I
Yeah,
playing bishop a6?
c7. But the same thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's why. No, I just thought the bishop was on d5 or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So the natural move to prevent black from kind of blocking the pawns is, yeah.
g3, but maybe I'm also wondering what if g4. G4
But
is
then
also
king
one of the main
g5.
moves. King g5, c5, c7, and then trying to get bishop e4, bishop f5. Ah, yeah, you go to that diagonal, yeah. King at 4,
Yeah,
bishop
this
e4,
problem
let's
is
say.
there because
Then
now here bishop f5, bishop b7, and you can't. The bishop and both bishops are like cat and mouse. They keep running around.
yeah.
So g4, g3
So
is the main move.
g3, bishop d4.
Only move, yeah. Because otherwise it's just I'm just
Yeah,
queening, and these two pawns. So bishop
yeah.
d5, only
Bishop
move again,
a8.
right? Otherwise I'll just take on
Yeah.
f3. If you play f4, I will come to king g4. So bishop a8, okay.
I see the bishop f3 doesn't work because of c7, bishop
Very
d4, bishop
nice.
f3.
Very important point.
Yeah, for bishop a8, bishop e6 is one of the moves.
Bishop e6, okay.
c7,
Bishop
bishop
c8.
c8. Now black is trying to get
Yeah.
to c7 pawn. Okay, this is where I think.
It's very tricky now because the bishop has 1, 2, and 3 squares to go back to, and one of them wins.
I think bishop e4 is not,
Which one?
doesn't feel right actually.
Why?
Bishop e4. Like, it does the same thing as bishop d5 and bishop c6, but it's also restricting, like, it has less options compared to bishop d5, bishop d5. You can go bishop e8, bishop f1 at some point.
This is possible, okay. So would you choose bishop c6 or bishop d5?
Yeah, it's what I see one plan. Let's say just one of them, okay? Bishop c6 or bishop d5, one of them. Let's say king g5. I'm thinking bishop e8. Because I saw bishop d5 at first. Then saw that, yeah, bishop c6, bishop king g or whatever.
But bishop d5 maybe king g6.
Ah, yeah, that's the thing.
He,
Yeah,
he stops your plan with bishop f7.
yeah,
So you begin with bishop
yeah.
c6, king g5.
Yeah, king g5 and bishop e8. It's important, I think. Bishop king at 6, bishop b5, bishop f1,
King
bishop h3.
h6.
Bishop
Ah,
b5, bishop
this is
f1, bishop
brilliant.
h3.
Oh, you found it very quickly, so you didn't think it's very important, but I think this is the prettiest line. The king is running towards taking this pawn, but white bishop,
Yeah, bishop e8 and
yeah, bishop e8 is very important. And now bishop h3 attacking the bishop, and when you take it, g4 trapping the bishop. This is the beauty of this puzzle. I mean, this entire problem and the pawn queens. And as Pragg rightly pointed out, that here it was very important to play bishop e8, because if you play bishop b5, king f6, bishop f1, king e7 or king e5,
e7.
bishop h3 takes.
So king e4. G4 king d7. I
No,
mean,
not king
yeah, king
e5. King
e5 is
e7 is correct.
losing.
And now king d7. and this is fine, you know, this position. So that is why bishop e8, because now if you start running, he goes bishop h5 and bishop g4. So therefore he has to control the square on h5. So he's pushed away from the pawn, and now you come back here. We have been doing this since last 57 minutes, Pragg, and now comes my final position, because you have already solved 15, by the way. But but you knew many of them, 3 or 4 of them. But now comes my trickiest position, which I thought I wouldn't have to use because you wouldn't be able. But thank God I prepared it. This one is white to move.
Yeah, we need to make
I hope you have not seen this one. Yeah, finally.
No.
Finally, guys, I have been able to get my first task accomplished. Let's see how Pragg cracks this.
Yeah. So first I saw king e7, which is very natural to take on e6, but just
why is it not in time?
h3, and then rook e6 just lost, and so I'm thinking some king f7, but feels wrong.
But king f7 means h2, no?
Yeah, I think rook a3 is
just
the move.
draw.
Now I see.
Because you lose the pawn.
Yeah.
So king e7, is that a good move?
I think the question is between king d7 or king e7.
Interesting.
So if king e7, there is rook g7 check.
King e7.
But king f8 or something.
But if okay. Rook g7, he wants to play check. But yeah, king, I can come back king d6 here.
Yeah. Anywhere should be okay. I think king e7, one of the moves is just to try to just go king somewhere and then go rook f6.
Yeah. So king e7, if king g5 maybe.
I think all 4 squares are interesting. So king g5.
What do you think after king g5 here?
I don't know. I mean, I was thinking some king f7, but just rook h6, it doesn't achieve anything. So
well, this is exactly what he wants, yeah. King g5 and rook h6.
maybe it's some like photos or something.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the tough.
I you know what Amruta told me? Don't give this position because it's very tough. And I said rest of the positions he's just going to breeze through. So I must keep one tough position. But she thought other positions will also be tough for you. But as we saw, it was all easy for you. When you get such a tough position, what do you enjoy more, like solving it, or do you feel, oh my god, why did he give me a tough position?
Yeah, if I'm very tired, then it's just like that. But then yeah, if I'm yeah, mostly I should be like
So here, are
I'll
you
be
very
interested to
tired?
start. I'll be
So here you are interested
yeah.
to crack this. Okay, very nice.
Yeah. King e7, so king g5. That's first. So he's threatening rook at 6, and somehow I just
Yeah,
don't see
it's
that
just too
difference.
quick and actually black wins here.
Yeah, this just
Yeah.
doesn't. I don't see any difference.
So going back now, you need to find another way for white to play. It's very difficult to understand what white wants to achieve here because where is his
Yeah,
counterplay coming from?
that's
Black
true.
has everything under control. Pawn is defended. King is coming up. He's pushing his pawn. Rook will come behind the pawn. What is white supposed to do?
Yeah, some rook k8
Rook
is there,
a8. Okay.
but king g5 still I don't see anything. Rook h8, rook
Rook
h6.
h8, rook h6, and this race, is it? It's winning for.
Yes, no, it's always a win. Most
Yeah,
of the time it's winning.
and it's a central pawn, so it's a win. So not rook 8.
So it's so so black's main idea is just move rook at king g5 and rook at 6. Someone try to stop it. So let's say
Okay.
rook k1. So I'll just some normal moves. King g5, and then rook g1, king h5. Yeah, still I don't see anything. It's not easy to understand if it's a draw or not. Yeah.
Suppose you get this in the game and you have like 3 minutes to make your move as white. What would you do? And you have only one way to draw this position. you,
I think in the game I
in the
wouldn't
game,
even
you are
think
like,
of
oh,
that.
what move to make? Let me play something.
Yeah. I don't even
Yeah, yeah.
think if it's winning or not. It's not easy.
So this final position, like after rook a1, king g5 check here. Why did you discard this? Like, what was the problem exactly?
It's just like rook at 6 and then you run with the king. Yeah, king g4, king f3. Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah,
Rook h1, let's say. Rook
yeah.
h6.
Rook at 6, very powerful move because now the king comes in and the pawn is pushing.
Yeah. King e7
King
and then king
e7,
g4.
king g4. Okay.
King f7.
King
Like
f7. At least
something is
some
coming, but
counterplay, and then
yeah. Yeah, h3, king g7.
h3. Yeah, h3, king g7 is already trouble. Yeah, for black because.
Yeah,
So
king
now you
f6 is
finally
coming
found
next.
some counterplay because now rook h5, there is king f6,
Yeah.
and somehow you're winning this pawn.
Yeah. For king f5, yeah, for sorry, king f7. So there's
Absolutely.
some king
King f5
f5
and
or
black
something.
wins.
So now I need to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of ideas. It's very interesting
Very
position.
interesting. Yeah.
So I was thinking something like, brilliantly. Some maybe does work, but I don't know. So let's say rook a1, king g5, rook g1, king
Okay,
h5, some
okay,
rook f1.
okay, nice. What's the plan?
Yeah, if king g4
First rook
basically.
h1 or
Yeah, if rook
first rook
h6.
f1?
No,
Rook
I think
f1,
first rook
okay. But can I do
f1.
h3 now?
King e7.
King h4, then you are going rook f6, yeah? Or no?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. Okay, so rook
Yeah,
f1.
rook f1, I'm playing
Then
h3. King
yeah, king
e7.
e7 is what I'm basically.
And can I go like rook h6 here?
King
King
f7.
f7. Even
I
h2
yeah,
now?
no. Rook h. Maybe yeah, it doesn't work. Sorry. I think it's like. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to give you one task, okay, Pragg. You need to, because it's also equally difficult, I feel. The right move here is rook a2, okay?
Yeah, I knew
But
it should
explain
be like that
me
if
why
it's
this is
that.
the right move.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring out with rook a1, but I couldn't. So this I should. This. Okay. So I think king g5, rook f2, h3.
Yeah,
So
rook
rook
f2,
g2. Sorry,
h3
sorry,
is just
sorry. I
winning
missed
for
it.
black. So rook g2,
Yeah, rook g2.
and now he must go king h5, because if king
King h.
f5 you will give another check, right? So rook king h5 now.
Yeah. Uh, rook f2. I was thinking.
Rook f2, I think h3 is just finish.
Okay, king
King
e7.
e7, and I think it's what we discussed, yeah, like king e7. Let's say I go king g4,
Yeah. So
king g4, and if king f7, rook
I
h6.
think this is.
If king g7, now rook h4, and somehow black is very quick, like h2 h1 is coming.
Yeah.
So rook a2.
King g5, rook g2, king h5,
Yeah, rook
rook
h2
h2,
only move.
rook
Rook
h6.
h6, yeah. And now what's the only move? Actually, the funny thing is that yeah, let's see. Rook h2, rook h6.
Okay. So yeah, king e7, then king g5 and king f5. Sorry, king g4 and king f5 is coming.
So if king e7, then king g4, king f7, then
It's rook h1.
rook h6, rook h1. Yes, that's the right move. And why?
Yeah, now king is on d6 defending e5. Oh, yeah.
And if king
Yeah, this is
g4,
nice, yeah.
no?
Yeah, rook g1, rook f, and
Absolutely
rook
right.
f6 is
So
coming.
if king g2, you have rook f6.
Yeah, if king h3 is.
So now
Yeah,
can you explain to me why rook a1 doesn't work and why rook a2 works?
yeah, because it's wrong. Yeah, rook a1, just king g5, rook g1, king h5, rook h1, rook
This is
f6, and this is
zugzwang, yeah.
wrong.
And so the point is the king needs
Yeah,
to protect e5, so it cannot move because otherwise he goes like this and attacks here. And the rook
yeah.
cannot move because h3 is coming. The rook cannot move upwards because king g4, rook g2, king f3, and there is no f2, f file check. It's like that study of
Yeah.
what was that king rook d2 study, rook versus pawn, where you push d4 and then rook d1. You don't go directly rook d1. Yeah,
Ah, yeah, yeah.
it's like that rook and yeah, yeah,
Rook
yeah, yeah,
d3,
yeah,
rook d2,
exactly.
rook d1,
So
and something like
here
that.
after here it's a zugzwang as you pointed out. Rook h2, king g4 check, king f3, and I think black wins because here. But imagine that in this position it's black to move, then black doesn't have a move because if he moves his rook away, e6 falls. If he moves his king, now check, and if he goes to the h file,
Then just king
king
e7 should work
e7.
here.
Okay, let me be sure.
Yeah.
uh, King here, rook, king h3, and yeah, king e7 is also drawing now. In fact, there are many moves. It's just now you can go rook g8, and it's very difficult for black
Yeah,
to
just
win. It's a draw. So Prag, just explain this position once and for all, like for to the viewers who may not understand it.
so yeah, black's idea is like king g5, rook h6, and then just he defends e6 and rook is behind the fast one, so just h3, h2 is coming. So yeah, rook a1 or rook a2 is kind of like most natural. Yeah, king e7 is the I think first natural move everyone sees because you can go directly with rook e6. But yeah, this rook a1, rook a2 is a big difference. Rook a2 is correct. So king g5, then rook g2, king h5, rook h2. And he can't come king g4 or king g5. Again, we'll go rook g2. So he needs to go rook h2, then rook h1. Rook h6 and rook h1.
And now this is the point. And if he
Yeah.
moves, then you can take now.
I think the king
Yeah, I think both
also.
ways because h3 you have this check. And very important, I think,
Yeah.
is that you have this check, king e2. No, I think rook
e6 now is
g6,
important.
threatening rook g1.
Why not e6 actually? H2, e7, rook h8, rook f8 is there.
Yeah. And this is actually coming with a check here. Okay, let me just be sure here. Check, king f3. Uh, so check, king rook here. F6, h5, rook into e6. h3, rook g6, rook f2, check. Rook f6, king e2, and now there are actually two ways to draw: rook g6 and e6, both draw. Yeah, okay, both are drawing. Rook g6, the idea is that if h2, then you have check and you take this, and e6 idea, as Pragg showed, is to just make a queen. Fantastic. Okay, Pragg, brilliant work. You solved a lot of the positions very easily, very quickly. The last one was kind of tricky, yeah?
Yeah,
Pragg,
it's very tricky.
before I let you go,
Yeah.
is it possible to solve one position? I have not prepared it, but I would just like to give it
Yeah,
from a book that I have here, and I just want to
yeah,
see
sure.
how you solve it. Okay, it's just a random book that I've picked up. I'm not going to tell you the book. I'll just open one position and see how you are able to solve it. Okay, and you don't
Okay.
even know what the book is about, so that makes it even more interesting. Okay, I'm setting up the position here.
Okay.
Okay, this one is black to move. What should black play?
Yeah.
I don't know what is the theme of this position. I don't know what is the answer. I don't know anything.
This is
Yeah,
this
it's a
is
very
like a
normal
normal
position,
position.
black to move.
And maybe
What would you play here?
um
That is the question.
okay.
I don't know.
So what
I don't know.
actually
I've just picked up a
white
book. I've opened a position and I've given you. So I want to see how you're thinking. Let's assume this is your
Yeah.
game against some strong player and it's your move. What would you play? But of course, the position has some
So
theme to
here,
it. So we will, when we'll discuss the answer,
yeah,
we'll know.
yeah. So I mean, white knight is the main problem for white. So like white somehow it feels weird, no? This structure thing. Yeah, I want to do something like immediately if possible. Uh, B5 is one of them, I think.
Okay,
Something like,
no problem.
there's some noise here.
I want to give you a small hint. Black player is Karpov.
Yeah.
It's not a big hint, but you know, when you know it's Karpov, then you think a little bit differently. I knew
Knight
it.
B8,
See, I told
something
the
like that.
player's name and he got the answer. Knight b8, brilliant move. Uh,
Yeah, now I realize that there is this knight c5 square which I didn't see at first. I saw that like black is coming to f6, but I saw this knight e7, knight g8. But okay, this knight b is much stronger because knight to
okay.
c5
So
is
you
also.
saw that f6 he can attack here. So you could also have gone with knight e7 instead of knight b8, like here knight e7, and then knight g8 to f6 also
Yeah.
takes the same number of moves, but knight b8 is faster, is better because it has two ideas. So yeah, in the game, this is Bo Aziz
Yeah.
versus Karpov, knight b8, and then
Yeah.
he played king e2, which was a mistake. No,
Yeah.
sorry,
Because now
he
knight needs
first
to
played,
stay on
sorry, knight
h2.
f3,
Right?
uh, then knight d7,
Knight d
uh, king g3,
d.
knight c5, rook d1, a5,
Yeah. Yeah. a5 still strong. And now you can maybe go
absolutely,
rook
rook
a6, rook
a6,
b6, something like
and
this.
now he made a mistake with king e2 here. Why is
Yeah.
it a
And
mistake? Very good,
knight
knight
a4 is
a4,
win. It's a pawn.
and you win a pawn because if rook d2, then you have rook b6. Amazing, Pragg. We
Yeah.
could go on for an entire night, Pragg, but I'm already convinced that you are very talented. In fact, I was convinced even before we began. So, but you made me even more convinced with
Yeah.
all the answers that you gave. Did you enjoy solving?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
enjoyed a lot
Brilliant.
solving
Do you
this.
think your
Process.
time was well spent on your birthday? Like many people like to have birthday party, like to celebrate. You were solving positions. I was giving you tough rook end game positions. Do you think it was fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Uh,
Yeah, just fun to solve all these positions.
Also,
Also,
yeah, also challenging. I think that's the thing about
challenging.
these youngsters. They enjoy it. They enjoy it the most. That's the thing they would like to do. Putting everything else on the side, even on their birthday. And Pragg, I wish you a very happy birthday once again, and hope you have a great year ahead. May the tournaments begin soon.
Yeah,
Are you enjoying this
yeah,
lockdown, or are you tired of it now? Like, do you want to start playing something?
yeah. Now I'm
Ah,
preparing for
Olympiad.
Olympiad. So
Yes, yes, yes. You are in the Olympiad team. So when is the first game? 21st
I think around
August.
20th,
21st August. So we'll be rooting
21st. I
for
think
you, Pragg.
21st.
Good luck. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye.